In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to change the currency on Zoho Books, step by step. If you've recently started using Zoho Books, switched countries, or simply need your accounting data displayed in a different currency, this quick setting change can make a big difference in how your finances are tracked and reported. The good news is that Zoho Books makes it fairly simple to update your base currency as long as your account meets a couple of conditions, and I'll walk you through everything you need to know so you don't run into any confusion. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly where the setting is, how to change it, and what to do if the option is grayed out and won't let you edit it. And if you find this tutorial helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more simple software tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump right into Zoho Books and get started. First, open your browser and log into your Zoho Books account. Once you're inside your Zoho Books dashboard, look toward the top right corner of the screen. You'll see a small gear icon, which is the settings menu for your entire organization. Go ahead and click on that gear icon to open the settings panel. Inside the settings area, you'll see multiple configuration options related to your organization, accounting preferences, users, taxes, and more. The section we need for this tutorial is called Organization Profile, so go ahead and click on Organization Profile to open your main organization settings. Once you're inside the Organization Profile page, you'll see key information about your Zoho Books account, such as your organization name, contact details, business location, and accounting configuration. What we're looking for here is the field called Base Currency. The base currency determines the primary currency used for your accounting records, reports, invoices, and financial transactions inside Zoho Books. Now scroll down the page until you find the Base Currency option. Next to this field, you'll see a drop-down menu that shows the currently selected currency for your organization. To change the currency, simply click on the drop-down menu. A list of available currencies will appear. From here, you can select the new currency that you want your Zoho Books organization to use. For example, you might switch from US dollars to euros, British pounds, Indian rupees, or any other supported currency depending on your business needs. Once you select the new currency from the drop-down list, the next step is to scroll down and click the Save button. This will apply the new base currency to your Zoho Books organization settings. After saving, your account will begin using the selected currency for financial records and reporting moving forward. Now, there is one important situation that sometimes happens when users try to change their currency. If the base currency field appears grayed out and you can't click the drop-down menu, it usually means that transactions already exist in your Zoho Books account. Zoho Books locks the base currency once transactions are created to prevent inconsistencies in financial data. If you absolutely need to change the base currency and the option is grayed out, you will need to delete the existing transactions in your account first. After removing those transactions, the base currency field should become editable again. Once it becomes active, you can return to the same organization profile page, choose the new currency from the drop-down, and click Save. Just keep in mind that deleting transactions may affect your records, so make sure you review your data carefully before doing this in a live accounting environment. And that's it. That's exactly how to change the currency on Zoho Books using the organization profile settings. As you can see, the process only takes a minute once you know where the setting is located. If this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more quick and easy tutorials on tools like Zoho Books, business software, and productivity platforms. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.